Welcome everyone to the second game between Thangarth and Sui. This is the map Metalopolis, chosen by Thangarth as he has lost the last game. Sui won the last game by surviving the all-in from Thangarth. I am casting this game again with Ezekiel.
Good afternoon.
And let's see what happens on this map.
Probably fairly standard early pylon, or standard pylons again.
I'm wondering if Thangarth will be trying an early push again, or if he's gonna play a bit more cautious this game.
See if he's learned his lesson and keeps reducing the probes behind his push.
Indeed, he has placed the pylon against his nexus this time, which is better for his economy at least. Looking at Sui, he's placed it slightly better as well, not against his nexus, but it's a decent pylon. Both have finished and they're starting to chrono boost out the next two workers. So nothing out of the ordinary yet.
They're still very even on drone counts. Sui is one ahead. Oh no, even at the moment. Just continuing to drone up. I think Thangarth's about to put down a gateway. There it goes. Sui as well.
Yeah, gateways are pretty much identically timed, so everything's the same. Scouts moving out. Here we see Sui checking out the left position and Thangarth trying to get out to the close air position first. So they will meet. Yep. And here they go. Give each other a kiss. Yep. And there they go.
Yeah, the hug. Again, Thangarth thinking for a millisecond perhaps that he'd stumbled onto the right place, but no.
Both players meanwhile have gotten their gas. Thangarth saturates his, and Sui is already saturated. Both gateways done, and cybernetic score going down for, it looks like both players. Yep, there it is, both players. Thangarth slightly ahead in timing, but no big deal as of yet.
Probably have some fairly heavy gateway play for the moment, it seems.
Equal amount of probes, equal amount of structures. There's a second gateway coming down for Thangarth.
It's pretty much identical build orders up until that point.
Yeah. Sui is pulling up minerals a bit. There's a second gateway as well for him. So mirroring each other exactly as of yet. A warp gate research coming through for Sui. Whereas Thangarth hasn't started his yet. There we go. As if he heard me.
He's going to have that second gate up quite a lot earlier, gateway.
So if you look at the vision, Thangarth has seen the cybernetic core being produced if he clicked on it himself, whereas they have scouted exactly the same. Both have seen that they're making a gateway and a cybernetic core. So they have the same intel. However, look at this. 2 extra gateways being put down by Sui. So we have a 4 gate here. Pushing out Stalkers, chronoing the warp gate. Only 1 gas still. If he wants to do a 4 gate push, he will probably require another gas.
Thangarth keeping himself supplied. What? There's a pylon about to finish in the base to break that. Is that another gate? Robo gone down?
Robo for Thangarth, so he will be trying to counter this with Immortals again. They are obviously very strong against these Stalkers.
Sui searching for proxy pylons up in the top left of that map there and not finding anything. Neither seems to have put a proxy pylon down yet. See if they're going to take the gold and start dropping, eventually dropping proxies down.
If you look at the unit count, Thangarth has 1 more Stalker at the moment. However, Sui has 1 more worker, so it's pretty much identical. We do have a probe moving out over the field at the moment. We'll probably be placing a proxy pylon, or maybe taking the Zelnaga tower on the left.
Yeah, both playing fairly passively at the moment. Nothing too spectacular. Sui just making sure he can watch at least one side of the route round to his base from Thangarth.
We have a bunch of Stalkers moving over from Sui. Thangarth is making an observer, however that will be too late to spot this coming. We have a group here of 7 Stalkers. And meanwhile, he's got a sentry, which he can use to block off this ramp here and make sure that Shui cannot walk into his main.
There goes the observer. Fly straight over the Zamnagas to the Sui's base, and you see him warping in extra units there.
Yeah, he knows the proxy pylon is there. However, he hasn't seen these 7 stalkers at his natural yet. He will have seen them now.
Well-timed force fields could basically nullify any attack these guys can make for now.
Yeah, because then they're stuck on the low ground where they don't have vision, and Thangarth can just shoot them down from up there. Observer into the base now, scouting that there are indeed 4 gates up.
Sui seems content to sit outside Thangarth's base for now and just...
He's pulling up a lot of minerals as well. He's got 500 minerals. And he has a probe here to make the expansion, but he hasn't dropped it yet. There it goes. A slight delay in that, but no big deal. First immortal on the field for Thangarth. Second one coming out. He could probably beat this force with relative ease. And here we go, he moves out. Looks like Sui hasn't... Ah, there we go, she spots it. Force fields, trying to split up the forces a bit.
Not all of Thangarth's forces were actually shooting there. Sui having full surround, but the sheer force of numbers, I think, may pull Thangarth out on top here.
It looks like Sui was really focusing down, focus fire on the immortals, which isn't bad, but if you see you're dead behind in unit count, with the immortals you should pull back, because you're not going to win it. Thangarth meanwhile moving out. He skips to take the proxy pylon.
One proxy pylon ignored per player per game now.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Sui desperately trying to start a wall off perhaps, but it's...
meanwhile Thangarth has got his natural started now.
This may not go quite as Sui is hoping.
It looks like he is struggling with this quite a bit. Immortal leaping behind there a bit, but he finally catches up. Force field on the ramp in case some reinforcements would have come in. But obviously he has a pylon here where he can just warp them in very close.
Focusing on the immortal, it looks like. Is Thangarth going to keep it? He is going to keep it.
Yeah.
Immediately goes to work on the Nexus and the mineral line. Could get it down. Be a big blow for Sui.
It looks like Sui is just messing up forces inside his main at the moment. He's using
the 3 unit.
Yeah, well that expansion is screwed. It's not going to be making anything for him. It's quite a big economic loss. If you look at the units lost tab, Sui is behind by quite a bit. 3,000 minerals behind. Here come the drones. So this will completely knacker him.
Try and get the drones surround.
They do surround the immortal and get it down. Yeah, it's very nice.
A bit of focus fires may not go particularly well for... Well, it depends who focus fires best. Lots of stalkers getting stuck on the ramp there.
If you look at the workers killed, 17 workers killed for Thangarth, so he hasn't got that much left there.
Putting the workers off, it didn't go quite as planned there. Thangarth back in the base with more better health stalkers. Gonna go to work on the mineral line and a pylon.
This is the exact moment where Thangarth had hoped he had a proxy pylon as well, because he's just got 2 stalkers now and no reinforcements moving over the map.
Yeah, if Thangarth had a close proxy, this game would be very definitely over.
Yeah, then it would be GG, and now it looks like he can't actually finish it off. He's not reinforcing the attack either, so it looks like he'll just be macroing up.
Gonna do as much damage as he can with these two stalkers and then fall back.
Yeah.
Mess up another army.
It's not a bad choice. I think you can finish the game right now, but he knows he's ahead by a lot because he has got 2 bases running. Saturating is natural now.
Try and deny the expansion again as much as possible, and he's has a disadvantage that Thangarth built up.
3rd base coming out for Thangarth. He is supply capped, however. There's a lot of minerals, so we really will need to get some pylons going.
First Colossus up and thermal lance being researched. A few more sentries coming out, do we? No, my mistake. What's that? 5 gateways.
Yeah, I do find it a bit, as I'm about to say it, he pops down 2 forges. I was gonna say, last game and this game, none of either players have started their upgrades yet for weapon and armor.
True.
It's very weird, because it's a big ass increase to get the upgrades going.
Double forge and the extra gateway. As you just said, Thangarth seeking to drive as many nails into Sui's coffin as he can by getting his tech that much better with, and he's this far ahead already.
Yep. If you look at the income tab right now, it is a heavy advantage for Thangarth. 3 times as much income as Sui.
And double the supply. Which when these upgrades kick in, which will be a little while yet, but when they kick in, if he hasn't finished it yet, they will really start hurting.
There we go, chrono boosting the upgrades. It's a good decision. Quite a bit of oversaturation on his natural. So he has got the 3rd up, so he really wants to transfer quite a few of these workers over.
He does really have the run of the map at the moment to do what he would like. Further increasing that supply lead. Just have more gateways, more money.
See, Sui is now making a new expansion that is natural. He has got a little force, but if we look at the units tab, it's nothing compared to Thangarth's force. He has got a way bigger force, 3 times as many drones nearly. I don't see any way for Sui to come back from this one.
No, unless Thangarth plonks his army in the middle and tells them not to do anything, then I think this push may well be GG, depending on how well Micro goes.
Here he is moving out. The 1-1 upgrades will probably be ready as he moves in, which will give him an even bigger advantage.
Thermal lance done as well, so that Colossus will be able to stand at range and just rain damage down on Sui's unit.
We do have a little sneaky drone here checking out the expansion. He's not making any cannon or anything. And here we go. Let's see. First shots being fired. Meanwhile, Sui's army is on the left. Not the most ideal position for him.
Flying down the ramp though, so best of a relatively terrible situation there, and that's going to be Sui's army cleaned up.
That's the GG. Yeah, this game was just... It didn't really work out for Sui. He stayed a bit too long at the main from Thangarth early game, lost a bit too many units, and then with the counter push he lost his expansion, completely negated his economy when he pulled out all the drones to try fend off the attack, which did keep him alive, but it also kind of signed his own death warrant by having too little economy left.